Hello, lovely kings and queens, followers and members of Each One Teach One. I welcome you to our new month, the month of February, and welcome to our today's discussion. My name is Regina, the blessed, the favored, and the unstoppable. I'm trusting that you are continuing to run after God's great destiny for you, and that the Lord is your guide and He's directing you to the right ways and helping you to become the best version of yourself day by day, kings and queens. Because remember, as I always mention, it's a journey, it's a process. And even if it's as serious as it is, even if it's a process and it's a journey, God wants us to learn to enjoy this journey. Doesn't want it to be a boring kind of journey, kings and queens. Now, the month of February, most people usually call it the month of love. I don't know if you believe in that, and I don't really understand why people call it the month of love. But from a personal perspective, I would actually say that calling the month of February the month of love, a month of love, or the month of love, is actually based on the relationship status that you are in. It depends on the relationship status that you are in. Remember, that is my own personal perspective. For instance, if you are a single lady, single man, there is nothing much to celebrate this month for, because you are not in a romantic love relationship. Yes, kuna ile yenye God utuambia you love each other all the time, and therefore that kind of love is I personally believe that love should be an everyday thing. It's not just a February kind of thing. If you love a man or a woman, you don't really have to wait for the month of February or for Valentine's for you to prove your love to them. It's an everyday thing. By the way you talk to them, the way you treat them, the way you express your love to them, towards them, the way you care for them. So it's an everyday thing. It's not just a Valentine's or February kind of thing. But some people, they go the extra mile. Not that they don't love their spouses, not that they don't love their boyfriends, their girlfriends, their fiancés, but in the month of February they choose to call it the month of love because they want to go an extra mile in showing this woman or this man that they love them. But remember, if you are a single person, there's nothing much to celebrate. There's nothing much to go all the way over the moon because of Valentine's Day. So to me personally, it actually depends on the status that I am in. When I was single, I was a single woman for quite some time before. If a friend ever came to me and told me that, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my fiancé, my husband is taking me out, or my wife will be treating me on this Valentine's, and we have these great plans for Valentine's. And that time, remember, niko single, sina hata kama mtu, nikiscroll simu yangu hakuna hata kama mtu kanani invite for a date. I never used to find anything important to celebrate, anything to celebrate about love, because that's in that season I'm just a single woman. That's why I said that calling the month of February a month of love is based on how you see it. Is based on the situation that you are in, the status. It depends on the status that you are in, love status, relationship status that you are in. Today's discussion, nataka briefly to speak to people who are single. You are a single man, you are a single lady out there. This message is for you. Now, as I mentioned, I have been single for some time before, and I know the situation, how the situation is, how it feels like. I believe that the reason why most people are so much over the moon because they have found love when they get married on their wedding day, or when they get engaged, or when they get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, is basically because they know they have been single, and they know how much of pain, how much loneliness they felt when they were alone, when they were single. And therefore, this discussion is mainly for people who are single, in the group of singlehood. And not just single, because remember, we have two groups of people that are, two groups of single kind of life, singlehood. The first one is people who call themselves single and not searching. The people that actually say, I'm single and not searching. Unajua nini, nimejipeka break. Mi sahi nimejipe break na relationships, love relationships, romantic relationships. Mi niko sawa, staki Charlie ama dem sahi. I don't want people also who say I'm not ready for marriage, and I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I'm not ready to get married. That is group number one of single people, single man or woman. The second group of singlehood, the second kind of singlehood, I would say, are the people that are single because of a situationship. Because it's not your wish that you want to be single. Uko tu hapo because haujapata mtu, ama maybe unapatanga mtu, kitu tu kinakuja, mna break up. Maybe some people break up even after a week, after a month, 6 months, 1 year. Some people even 7 months, 7 years. That the second group of singlehood, single people, single men and women are the ones that I would like to encourage and to speak to briefly, to kidogo, to just give me your 10-15 minutes. Because you are there, not because you really want to. You have been praying, you have been fasting. Unaambia God, kwani mimi nilikukosea wapi? Yani my best friend, all the friends that I had that were single, tukiwa single, they have already gotten someone. Hata kama hawajaolewa, even if they are not married yet, they have someone they are seeing, they are dating. In this month you're feeling like sasa, unajua mpaka inafika points you feel like February, you just kind of start hating this month of February, because your friends, especially on the day of Valentine's, they have plans with their spouses, they have plans with their boyfriends, their girlfriends. Na wewe uko tu hapo na movie tu na popcorn. Your situation, I know how it feels like. And I know of times that I was single and I used to literally hate the month of February, because mimi tu ndio na feel ni kama niko left out. And at some point, we are all human beings, we go through these things. I know it's nothing new, but from a personal perspective and from my own experience, I want to encourage someone out there, because I know maybe 1 or 2 or 3 kuna watu wenye wanapitia the same kind of feeling that you are going through. Does it mean that you're not born again? Yes, you are born again. Hata unaimba, una preach, unafanya kila kitu, but ukienda nyumbani, you have that kind of a loneliness feeling that you're feeling you are left out. Because maybe you have not found love in this life so far. Maybe you found it and you lost it. And I'm here to tell you something. Do not look down on yourself. Do not allow the enemy to take you on a pity party kind of feeling because you are single. Because all your friends, all your brothers and sisters, wamepata mtu, they have gotten married. If they are not married, they are dating. They are in a romantic relationship. Yani, unajua kuna kale ka situation when you are single. I don't know if you can relate with this. Most of the times when you're single, when you're looking, or maybe think of anything in life you have ever desired to have. In that desperate situation, that situation that you're so much in need of that thing. In this case, I'm talking about love relationship or romantic relationship. That's when unapatanga, the green out there is actually, nisemeaje, blossoming. Unatemea mahali, maybe tu umesema acha tu leo niteka walk, ama let me just take a jog. You're jogging somewhere, unapata tu ni 2 couples. Hiyo time ndio unapatanga, hey, mtu ameengagewa, friend wako ndio huwa amepost mapicha, selfie zake na bwana yake, selfie zake na dem yake, ama girlfriend yake, ama boyfriend wake. That's the time macho yako inakuanga inaona tu. All the people surrounding, most 99.9% of the people around you are enjoying that thing that you're so much in need of. I've ever been there. Na sasa hiyo ukienda kwa simu yako, hakuna hata kamtu hata kamoja hivi kanakwambia, hata kanakujokia that they want to date you or they're interested in you. What do you do when you're single? Do you look down on yourself? Start hating the month of February? Start feeling like you know what, you are a reject just because you're single? Refuse that spirit of feeling rejected, feeling like you don't deserve just because you are single. Who told you because you're single God does not value you? Who told you that you're not worthy because you're single? I know of single men and women who are doing great in life. I'm not here to encourage celibacy. I'm not here to encourage people not to date. But I want you to realize that whenever God puts us in a certain situation, certain season, now in this case I'm talking about that season of being single, He has a reason. He's not a crazy God. He knows what He's doing. I'm one person that believes that whatever situation or season that God puts me in, whether good or bad, in as much as it is hurting me, He knows very well why I'm there. I'm there in that season for a reason and a purpose. Umeleftiwa uko hapo, you're just looking at you, down on yourself and thinking, sasa mimi I don't even deserve. And even at some point it comes when we start confessing and confessing the wrong things with our own mouths. I'm talking about the kind of talk where you find yourself saying, you know what, mimi venye huo chali amenifanyia madharau, venye huo dem aliniachanisha na madharau, mimi story yangu na madem, story yangu na kuolewa, story yangu na kudate, I'm not going to do it anymore. My friend, if at all you're not ready for celibacy in future, please let us not start confessing these kind of things just because umeleftiwa, just because you are single right now, you have not found love. You never know what God has for you. Just because that man or woman was a wrong match to you, I will not call them wrong man or wrong woman. I call them wrong match because huyo mtu mwenye unasema ni wrong person, wrong woman or man for you. If God opens a door and they meet the right match for them, they'll no longer be a wrong person. He or she is only a wrong person. You are calling them a wrong person to date because haja fit what you are looking for. So never. I learned to stop calling people that are who I have been in a relationship with and it really did not work wrong person. I don't call them the wrong person. It's just a wrong match. And I'm here to encourage single people this month. Do not feel sorry for yourself. Do not go on that pity party kind of road or path. It doesn't lead anywhere. And just because you're single and there is a lot of pressure around you, for instance, to get married, watu wanakuambia, you are living in a society where people like to pressure others. Yani unakuwa pressured at home, you're being pressured by maybe for instance your dad, your mom, your parents, your friends, your aunties, your uncles, your relatives, that you're already 30 years, and for a lady by 25 you should be ready to get married. Like, really? Do not yield to those kind of pressure, because and the moment you make that mistake and start rushing, you're so desperate to get married to fulfill other people's desires for you. How about you sit back and take this as an opportunity of being single? This opportunity of being single to evaluate what you really want. Do you just want any kind of man or any kind of woman to be in your life as a lover or in a love relationship just so that you can satisfy the society's needs and desires for you or expectations? No. Value yourself. Use this opportunity to build yourself up, to grow yourself, build yourself up. Whatever you can do, learn to for instance, enjoy your own company. Learn to reconnect with your God this very season, because remember, when you're single, you don't have so much commitment. For instance, mostly yenye uko nayo ni wewe mwenyewe na maybe God, maybe your studies. Maybe God is using this opportunity for you to concentrate. For instance, for those who are in school, to concentrate on school. Concentrate on your studies. Maybe God is using this as an opportunity to guide you, to show you why he created you, his mission, for you to find out, to seek him and to find out what is his mission and purpose for you. Lakini wewe na kiherehere yako, you just want to please other people. Just because mtu amekuja amekwambia, you know what, mi nakudai nakupenda nini and all that. I don't know how they say it right now. Me, I'm still kind of old school. But just because someone came to you and they expect you to love them back, if you're not ready for that relationship, kindly kings and queens, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, but in a good way. Mwambie tu, by the way, I appreciate you opening up, but right now I want to concentrate on what I'm doing. Concentrate on my life. You do not really have to keep on telling everyone why you don't want to date them. Because some wengine maybe hata they see hawako anywhere close to the qualities you're looking for, but you don't go out there and break someone else's heart and kind of make them feel bad about themselves. You know what, we uvangi venye mimi napenda mara sijui nywele yako sijui nini. Take your time. Do not yield to the pressure of the society or anyone just because they are insisting that they need you to date them and they need to be in a love relationship with them. Apana. For the single people this month, I know how hard it is. I know times that I have gone overboard just to have someone, just to be out of that bracket of the singlehood kind of status. And at the end of it all, you are the one to get hurt most of the times. And I tell you, out of my own personal experiences, out of my own life experiences, si mambo ati ya kitu nimesoma mahali, out of my own personal experiences, the times that I have ever have had my heart broken is because I did not take my time to enjoy that season when I'm single. Because when you are single, when you are alone, you get to think properly, to think deeply about what you really want. And that time when you have already learned how to stand up for yourself, to know what you want, to know your worth, you not just come and accept any kind of proposals that are laid before you, that just because someone has a car, they are working class, they get paid good money, enough money to take care of you, they are taking you out, they are doing your shopping for you and all that. You have to say yes. Could be they have all that money, but tabia zao, character yao is not what you're looking for. But because most of us are so desperate, they just want to get out of this single status. Mimi sitaki kukua single. Yani kila mtu anaolewa na mimi siolewi. Yani kila mtu ana date na mimi si date. You just find yourself accepting men and women, wrong matches, who are wrong matches into your love life, kings and queens. And you end up getting hurt. 99.9% of the times that I've ever been heartbroken in my past life is because I did not take time to enjoy my singlehood, to take time to think about what I really want, to take time to evaluate people who are coming to me for relationship, for a love relationship. Single people. Yes, Valentine's is almost here. People are, most people will be celebrating and enjoying themselves, and love is all around, all in the air. Usibabaishwe na watu wana post pictures za bwana zao. I was talking to a friend the other time and she was telling me there's a very nice group on Facebook that people keep posting pictures of their spouses and people that are there in a relationship with, and she just felt like, nakwambia hizo pictures zinaweza, like, and the way she was saying it with a lot of passion, like, it's like she's telling me I desire also to one day post there. And I just told her, enjoy hii season. God anajua kwa nini uko single sahi. Enjoy it. And I wish these are the things that I knew back then. Because ninge take time, your time, not, most of the, as I mentioned, most of the relationships that I have ever found myself in, it's not because I was ready, it's just because I wanted not to be to be called a single Regina. Yani Regina hajapata kamtu. And so when I'm talking about pressure all around in our society, for people to be in a relationship, for you to just be like, to fit in that group, to fit in with your friends, you find yourself accepting wrong matches in our lives. And once you accept a wrong match in your life, they will not treat you the way you expect them to treat you. You are the one to suffer in the long run, or even in the short run. Some people even break up after 2 weeks, after 1 month, because they realize mtu venye anani treat apana. Do not rush to be in a love relationship with anybody just because your friends have found love. It's their turn for them to enjoy, to find love and to enjoy it. Time yako itafika. I know of a God who is faithful enough to give you the right match. And when he does, when he opens that door, hakuna mtu ataifunga, acha nikwambie. Believe, trust in that God. Takes this opportunity to enjoy your own company, such that when you're already used to loving your company, your own company, whether someone comes in your life or not, your life is intact. Uko tu sawa. Yes, you don't have $1 million in your bank account. You're not that wealthy. But you are contented with what you have, with that status that you are in. You are enjoying your own company, and you learn to embrace and to love yourself and to know your worth. Such that mtu mwingine akikuja, they'll only be tapping in from what you already have. And there are things that you also evaluate and say, you know what? Yes, I really need a man or a woman in my life. But if this is the kind of relationship that I will be in, where someone does not really love me the way I love me back the way I love them, then that time you'll have the confidence of knowing who you are and saying, apana, nakupenda, lakini if this thing is not working, I'm good, you just move on. And that time tutakuwa tunasema tukiachwa hauachiki. Utaachika hiyo time because you know your worth, you know what to take and what not to take, kings and queens. Now please join me on my next video. I really got to go for today. Join me on my next, hope to see you on my next video as we continue exploring more on what there is to talk about when it comes to this love relationships in our life or in our society today, kings and queens. Now remember that our good God loves us. He will never ever leave us. He will never forsake your eye. Once you know that and strongly believe it in your heart, please keep running after God's great destiny for you.